In this video, we will provide you with a basic introduction to your KONE elevator and demonstrate how to use the KONE keys provided. Please keep in mind that your KONE elevator may or may not be equipped with all of the features shown in this video. If you have any questions about the content of this video, please contact your KONE sales representative. KONE designs its elevator equipment to be compliant with United States and Canadian mechanical engineering standards. This means there are redundant systems that keep the riding public safe at all times. In addition to this, KONE's service delivery methods are designed to keep our customers' elevators in a safe operating manner. It is important to maintain a continuous elevator maintenance agreement so these service methods are consistently monitored and delivered. It is important to note that only licensed and trained elevator technicians are allowed to perform maintenance or repairs to your elevators. Allowing untrained personnel to work on your elevator can endanger the riding public, your employees, and KONE technicians. Always be sure to contact KONE if your elevator requires service or repairs. Your elevator comes with several barrel keys depending on the features of your elevator. Generally speaking, there are 5 keys that are used for different purposes. This video will detail these 5 keys. Please take a few moments to understand the general use of each elevator key. A printed copy of this information may be available in the key pouch of your KONE conversion binder. For more information regarding the use of these elevator keys, please refer to the Security section of the ASME A17.1 CSA B44 code, or contact your local KONE sales professional. The KONE 1 key provides access to functions that are a subset of Group 1 security as described in ASME A17.1 CSA B44 Section 8.1.2 from the year 2000 onwards, including the in-car stop switch, hoistway access, and, if applicable, Integrated Control Solution or ICS access panel. Per the code, these functions are restricted to elevator personnel only. Code requires building owners to keep this key on site in a location readily available to elevator personnel only. The KONE 1 key is not intended for use by anyone other than elevator personnel. If your elevator is equipped with a service panel, the KONE 2 key will be used to open the service panel door on the inside of the car near the bottom of the car operating panel. Inside the panel, there are both key and toggle switches that operate the car fan, car lights, and independent service. Again, these may vary depending upon your elevator's features. If your elevator does not have a locked service panel, the key switches for the fan, lights, and independent service will be on the car operating panel and will require the KONE 2 barrel key to operate. While the cab fan and light switches are self-explanatory, the independent service function requires more explanation. Independent service is used when you want to control the elevator for an extended period of time. It is typically used when moving furniture or other items to and from different floors, or when there are various housekeeping or testing needs that require the unit to be out of service for the riding public. When independent service is activated, the car will not respond to any other haul call requests from end users. With the independent service key switch, you have the ability to use the elevator in a controlled environment, keeping the doors open indefinitely. Once activated, the car operating panel will illuminate a message showing Independent Service, indicating this function has been activated. With Independent Service activated, moving between floors requires the user to manually depress the desired floor location button until the elevator doors have fully closed and the elevator begins to move. Once the car is in motion, the floor location button can be released. When the desired floor has been reached, the doors will open and stay open until another manual floor move has been completed. The elevator will stay in this operation mode until independent service has been deactivated. The illuminated sign on the car operating panel will no longer be visible, meaning the feature has been properly deactivated. Your KONE elevator is provided with a Fire Emergency Operations Key, as required by the ASME A17.1 and CSA B44 elevator safety codes. Your fire emergency operations key will typically be marked as FEO K1. Older keys may be labeled as KONE 3. Local codes vary as to how the fire service key must be labeled, with the FEO K1 label being the more recent requirement. Both the FEO K1 and KONE 3 keys perform the same fire emergency operations functions. Depending on local requirements, there are other possible labels for the fire emergency operations key. KONE will identify the fire emergency operations key switch based on those local requirements. Fire Service Phase 1 operation recalls all elevators to the designated egress floor and takes the elevators out of service so that they are not used during a fire emergency. Fire Service Phase 2 operation is for exclusive use by firefighters and trained emergency personnel. The verification of Fire Service Phase 1 operation and Fire Service Phase 2 in-car operation should be performed by an authorized person. An authorized person is defined by code as someone trained in the operation of the equipment. Fire Service Phase 1 operation should be checked monthly. Fire Service Phase 2 in-car operation typically should be checked annually. However, the frequency of Phase 2 in-car operation varies by location, so owners should check with their local inspector. Operational checks should be logged and any deficiencies reported. To activate Phase 1, insert the FEO K1 key and turn clockwise to the on position. This will cancel all pending hall calls and recall the elevator to the main egress floor. Once the doors open, the elevator will be disabled from normal service. You will know the unit is in fire service mode when the signal light illuminates. Furthermore, from within the elevator car operating panel, the firefighter's hat will be illuminated, as well as a sign that reads, Fireman's Service. By code, an owner is required to verify the Phase 1 fire service function of each of their elevators on a monthly basis to ensure they are in proper working order. An owner should record these checks on a monthly log for each elevator, which KONE has provided within your turnover documents. During these checks, if it is identified that the Fire Service Phase 1 function is not working properly on any of your elevators, or any indicator lights are not working properly, you should promptly contact the KONE Customer Care Center to request service of your elevator. To return the elevator to normal operating service, insert the FEO K1 key and turn counterclockwise 180 degrees to the reset position, then back clockwise to the off position. When the red signal light is no longer illuminated, the elevator has been returned to normal operating service. Fire Service Phase 2 in-car operation allows firefighters and other trained emergency personnel to operate the elevator during an emergency. Fire Service Phase 1 recall operation must first be activated before an elevator at the designated egress floor can be placed on Fire Service Phase 2 in-car operation. First, using the Fire Service key, activate Fire Service Phase 1 recall by turning the Fire Recall key switch, which is located at the designated egress floor, to the on position. Using the Fire Service key, open the firefighter's locked cover on the car operating panel to reveal the controls for the Fire Service Phase 2 in-car operation. The operating instructions are displayed on the inside of the firefighter's locked panel cover. The fire hat indicator is illuminated. Remove the Fire Service key from the panel door cover and insert the key into the Fire Operation key switch. Turn the Fire Operation key switch to the on position. At the firefighter's panel, press and hold the Close button. Release the button when the elevator doors are fully closed. Place a car call to another floor. When the elevator arrives at the selected floor, the door should not automatically open. At the firefighter's panel, press and hold the Open button. Release the button while the doors are opening. The doors should automatically close. This feature allows a firefighter to quickly and automatically close the door in the event that a fire is encountered at this landing. At the firefighter's panel, press and hold the Open button. Release the button when the elevator doors are fully open. The doors should remain open. Place a car call for another floor. At the Firefighters panel, press the Call Cancel button. The car call should cancel. Turn the fire operation key switch to the hold position. The elevator should not accept any car calls. The doors should remain open. Turn the fire operation key switch to the off position. The elevator should automatically close the doors and return directly to the designated egress floor. On arrival, the doors will automatically open and remain open. Remove the fire service key from the fire operation key switch. Close the firefighter's locked cover. This completes the verification of Fire Service Phase 2 in-car operation. Fire Service Phase 2 in-car operation verification should be performed annually. If the Fire Service Phase 2 in-car operation does not operate as outlined, then you should immediately contact the KONE Customer Care Center to request a service call. To remove the elevator or elevators from Fire Service Phase 1 recall operation, turn the Fire Recall key switch, which is located at the designated egress floor, first to the reset position and then to the off position. The KONE 4 key is used to inspect your elevator's two-way communication system. The current elevator code requires that your elevator be equipped with an elevator communication failure device. This device is located in the vicinity of the fire recall key switch on the main egress landing of the elevator and is labeled Elevator Communication Failure. When there is an interruption in the telephone line to your elevator, this signal is illuminated and there is an audible warning which sounds approximately every 30 seconds. The signal and audible alarm will continue until the key switch has been turned clockwise to reset using the KONE 4 key. The light will remain illuminated until the telephone line or equivalent is functional. It is important an owner completes all phone line checks first before contacting KONE. Once all phone lines have been checked and are active, if the elevator emergency phones are still not active, you should contact the KONE Customer Care Center and place a service request. Please note that by code, an owner should verify that their elevator emergency phone is functioning correctly on a monthly basis. Simply press the elevator emergency phone button. Once a call has been placed and answered at the other end, you or a passenger using this function in an actual emergency will not hear anything for approximately 30 seconds. During this 30-second period, the communication system will automatically play a pre-recorded message advising the person answering the call of your location and elevator identification number. Once the message has played, you should advise the person answering the call that you are completing your monthly check of the elevator emergency phone and ask the person on the other end where you are located and what elevator you are calling from to confirm that their information is correct. Once completed, the phone call ends and the emergency phone will automatically time out and reset. Last is the KONE 5 key. This key is used for security purposes. Not all elevators are equipped with security key switches. A security key switch is used when an owner wishes to restrict access to a given floor or floors. Another example could be when an owner's elevator has both front and rear car doors and they want to restrict access to the rear door. Note, this is not a standard option. In cases where security key switches are provided during installation or added after installation, each floor requiring security lockout will require its own security key switch. If access to a floor has been restricted, only those with the KONE 5 key will be able to access the floor. Additionally, access can be turned on or off as the owner desires. Your hoistway doors are designed with an escutcheon hole on the upper corner of the door panel. A hoistway door access key is used to open the door through this hole. Per ASME A17.1 CSA B44 code, only a licensed and trained elevator technician or trained emergency personnel, such as a firefighter, are allowed to gain access to the elevator hoistway. Untrained personnel attempting to open a hoistway door in this manner could potentially place themselves and anyone else in the immediate area in jeopardy of serious injury or death, as an open elevator hoistway door creates an open fall hazard. In the event of an elevator entrapment, you should never attempt to remove trapped passengers. KONE strongly recommends contacting the KONE Customer Care Center, and in emergency situations in the United States and Canada, dial 911. Note: it is KONE's policy that a hoistway door key is not provided to an owner. All licensed and trained elevator personnel, as well as all local fire departments, are equipped with this key. For further assistance or questions regarding hoistway access, please contact your local KONE office. We hope this video has provided sufficient instruction on the basic functions of your KONE barrel keys. If you have any questions about your KONE elevator, please contact your local KONE office. To contact the KONE Customer Care Center to request service in the U.S. and Canada, please call toll-free 877-276-8691.